Hello, everyone. Coming here today to share with you a simple way that you can organize both your current clients and your sales pipeline or your potential clients. I utilize ClickUp. It's a great platform. They have a free program, or they have a free plan as well as a paid plan. The free plan is pretty robust. You can do a lot of things in it, and it's very robust. If you're not super techie, there might be a learning curve, but it's totally worth it. It's a great platform. So first I want to share about how to manage leads. I like to have a client details folder, and I'll get into why you could potentially add in notes about your current clients in here. But for the sake of right now, we're going to talk about sales pipeline. So this is your potential leads, your potential clients, people you're building relationships with, people who are a not no, but a not now. And what I really love about, I'm going to move this back up. This was up here and I moved it down. What I really love about ClickUp is the customization of it. This view, for example, these are all custom fields that I've added to make it super easy to go to this list, know who I need to connect with, know when the last time I talked to them was, know where they're at in the process. I already had a meeting with them. I sent them a proposal. I need to follow up with them. They're a close later, which means they're not interested or whatever. So you can change all these statuses super easy. I then added a custom field that you can mark what type of service they're interested in or where you think they fit. Maybe it's, whatever, it's your coaching, group coaching program, one-on-one coaching, a project, whatever. Then IG handle, email, phone number, that maybe the industry they're in, a check marks that you sent their proposal. And what's nice is whatever your system is, whatever information you need to know, you could easily put it on this view so that you can see it. And if you're more of a board person, it Kanban just like Trello. I like the list view because you do get to see more things. Then once you click on someone, all of those custom fields are going to show up in here if they're filled out. You have this spot to take notes. You can add your due dates. You can create subtasks. So say you're on a call with someone and they're like, oh, do you know anybody that does branding? Oh yeah, I totally do. Let me connect you with her. You could make a note like connect Junie Jones with Sarah or whatever. Okay. Then you can also add attachments, upload files if they send you things they want you to look at. Connect your Google Drive, and even create a new document in here like sales call notes, where you can just, be typing as they're talking, taking notes, whatever. And then you can actually create tasks right out of the notes by just highlighting it. So it makes it really easy to create things out of there. And then the next time you talk, you can go back and read, oh, what did they say about this? Or, whatever. So this is a great way to track potential clients. A lot of people ask me, well, why do I need a project management tool if I'm using a CRM? Great question. That's what everybody asks me. If you have a CRM that does all of this for you, you're allowed to take notes, you can organize people, you can mark when to connect with people and all of those things, you probably don't need to use this platform for this. But personally, I use Dubsado, and I have a lot of clients that use Dubsado. Dubsado is fantastic when it comes to proposal, contract, invoice. But when it comes to really taking notes on people, having due dates, marking tasks, things like that, it's not the best platform. And so I have an automation that when someone fills out an inquiry form on my website, it automatically dumps, it's a Dubsado form, so it puts them in my sales pipeline in Dubsado. It also creates a card for them in my sales pipeline folder so that they're already in there. I can start taking notes on them and all the things I need to do and mark, I'll fill all this information in or have my VA fill all this information in. And so this allows more flexibility when it comes to actually building a relationship with someone that Dubsado is just going to take them through, like sending the appointments and sending them a proposal and stuff like that. So there is some, in my mind, you need both, or you need a platform that does both. It just depends on how much you can spend, because some of these all-in-one platforms are very expensive. So I personally like this way. Plus, all of my client tasks live in ClickUp. So if all of my follow-up and my client tasks and my personal tasks all live in one spot, I know I go here for everything. I don't have to go to multiple platforms to get all the things I have to do in a day. Everything should live in here. So from a productivity standpoint, it's definitely helpful. Next, within this client details folder, I like to separate out my client, like my actual client notes and documents and all of that with my client tasks. Because when I go to work on a client, I don't want to see all the call notes and the things we talked about and all their documents and blah, 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 blah. So if you are a service-based provider and you're getting a lot of information and then having to produce things for the client, it's good to separate those two things out so you're not seeing all the noise when you're trying to work on the tasks. So one of the things that I do is I create an internal folder for my clients. Actually, some of these lists I share with them, but it's all of the things we're talking about on our calls, their call recordings if I record their particular call, their goals, maybe their branding and their logos or their contract, pretty much anything I need to know about them, I'm going to dump in their internal folder so that I can go back and reference it, but none of their tasks are going to live here, okay? Their tasks are going to live in my client task folder. And the way that I organize it is I have a folder for every client and I mark obviously their name and what they got, or for me, most everybody's on the same kind of plan. So it's retainer or project or whatever. But if you do branding and web, maybe it's just branding or just web or both, you can mark it however you want. And then I break it up into all the different things that are going on. And I try to make these tasks kind of the bigger chunks. So for example, I do a lot of ClickUp builds or I do Dubsado builds. And so a project would be the Dubsado build, right? And then within this is Dubsado build, within here, there's going to be subtasks like contracts, proposals, fix the settings, whatever. So those are all going to be the subtasks. And what's nice about the subtasks is it also breaks into another layer of organization where I can add a checklist of all the things that have to get done to then finish that part of the project that's going to make us complete the project. So it really helps break tasks down. And if you have a team, this is a great place that you can assign your team members to these different tasks. You can actually, you can set your due date here. You can time track directly in ClickUp. So if you're looking for a solution that your team members can track their time, or you need to track your time, this is a great solution for that too. So depending upon how many clients you have at a time, they each have their own folder. Their folder would include all their projects, but then you could click on client tasks and see everything here that needs to get done. And again, you can add custom fields here so that you see the things you need to see. If you need to see the due date, if you need to see, any of these custom fields, you can make custom drop downs, all sorts of things. The other really nice thing is you can add in a calendar view. So if you want to see anything that has a due date on a calendar, you can do that. You can also add in, if you really love like Airtable, you could turn this into a table view. You can turn it into a Gantt chart. There's a ton of different views on ClickUp, which is really, really helpful. One of the things that I like to do is I'll show you the table view on this one. So this is obviously, there's no information, but I could pull over all of those fields that I created and pull it in so it looks like a spreadsheet, which is really handy. So if anybody has questions on ClickUp, or you want to learn more about what I do and how I help people build their ClickUps, happy to help, reach out, and I hope this was a helpful video. Have a great day.